What's going on, y'all? Today we got NBA 1991 Detroit Pistons versus Chicago Bulls. Full game, Eastern Conference Finals, man. Game 3. Game 3 is game 3.
Specials, MT Rush, Hugh Hollins, and Bernie Fryer.
See what's up, man. We probably gonna watch the first half.
4 years.
And then get the second half. Maybe I could. It depends on what time we at. Honestly.
Rebounded from a 0-2 deficit in a 7-game series. The last time it was accomplished, the Portland Trailblazers, led by Bill Walton, did it.
I'm saying we got a championship in the real game, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, we stretched out.
The NBA championship. The Chicago Bulls controlling the opening tip.
Some of the best quality too, y'all.
To get Cartwright going early. Over Edwards. For Lane Beer to the rebound. And here comes Joe Dumars. Edwards up front with Lane Beer and Rodman. Thomas and Dumars in the backcourt. Isaiah Thomas going left off the dribble, trying to feed Lane Beer, and the Bulls able to break it up.
Mike broke that up, knock him Started out early.
Jordan still bothered by the tendonitis in his left knee. At times
he got tendonitis in this shit.
He sat out most of practice yesterday. Looks to be running well here in the early going.
Look at the tentative. Look how Mike is paying attention right now, man. Look at him.
He needed a couple days off, and he'll come out and smoking from the beginning.
Shot clock down to 2. Here's Thomas. Chicago Bulls have successfully defended against the Detroit Pistons pick and roll, and they have been particularly successful as Pippen
shots,
for a 4-0 lead. They have done the job against Bill Laimbeer with the matchup of Scottie Pippen jumping out on Laimbeer.
What happens is the full court pressure uses up time off the 24-second clock as the offensive foul is called right there by Eddie Rush under the basket. But the full court pressure takes time off the 24-second clock. Then as the pick and roll takes place, they switch. And with Pippen guarding Laimbeer, the main screener on the pick and roll, he's quick enough to keep the ball in front of him, play the small guard, and then the small guard just bellies up to Laimbeer.
Rodman called for that foul. Cartwright setting the pick. Edwards jumping out on Pippen, who went to the crossover and then finds the open Cartwright. Well, he took a lot of time to get set, but he's able to hit it. Scotty Hastings mentioning the other day that Bill Cartwright takes about 5 seconds to get the shot off because he looks for the extra television exposure. And Phil Jackson arguing that call against Cartwright.
Keeping the body on people, being physical down inside, not letting the offensive post player establish good position. That's one of the goals of the Bulls.
Well, they're calling them very close here at the start.
They call something on Laimbeer too?
Away from the ball, called for the blocking foul.
Hey, these officials read newspapers, listen to the shows like everyone else. They hear the statements made by the coaches and players. They're going to establish control of this game.
Another whistle. It's called on Thomas.
Now, the one thing, as this is a very experienced veteran officiating crew, you don't want to ruin the basketball game. These are two outstanding teams who play aggressive ball.
Are you saying they are on the
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Ruining a game with the happy whistles going here at the start as Dumars is able to put the Pistons on the board.
And keep in mind now, all 8 points combined by both teams have come from the perimeter. No one taking it inside or to the basket yet off the dribble. And what I was saying is that at some point here early, you got to let the guys play the game.
3 minutes gone by. Grant with the step. Grant with the rebound, and he is fouled. Edwards picking up his first, and Horace Grant will go to the line.
Grant gets the shot off because he
got
had
his
moved into
goals.
Laimbeer, and
that one got to finish. I ain't gonna lie.
Between the two bodies,
and that one.
Laimbeer could not put a body on him and check him
off.
Second shot, offensive rebound.
Grant 71% free throw shooter. Horace Grant had a strong series against the Philadelphia 76ers. And he giving the Bulls a 7-2 lead. Here's pressure, light pressure by Chicago that has provided problems for the Pistons. Edwards off a double team. Dumars. And it's tipped and missed by Rodman. Crowd looking for a travel. Lambeer jumping out as Cartwright set the pick. Pippen, yes. And the Bulls lead it 9-2.
That's tough, guys.
The Pistons have won 13 of 15 against Chicago here at the Palace. Good switch by Grant. Mismatches Rodman and Paxson. They double up on that. Isaiah shed the three, goes for the scoop, and it's tipped home by Lambeer.
Yeah, but I think the most important point there is that after the ball was kicked out from the double team to Isaiah, he ball faked and took it to the basket, dribble penetration, which forces their defense to rotate inside.
That's tough.
That's tough. Through the double pump, and Michael able to hit on his second field goal. The Bulls 11, and the Pistons 4.
Yeah, we gonna watch the quarter by a time, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. That's how I cheat. Okay. We watch the quarter at a time, y'all. I ain't gonna lie.
The guy who had to make a decision.
I forgot these quarters are 12 minutes.
Stay with the basketball, and that's what they need to go to today. More Cartwright involved defensively.
Rodman took the drive from Pippen.
Not good.
Nice fadeaway move by Horace Grant.
That's tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
And the Pistons.
You like to see those though.
Paxson, driving Thomas, squeezing through. Pistons with the numbers. Edwards lost it.
Good D, Mike.
The dribble. Paxson open.
Pac-Man.
And the Bulls lead it 15-6.
When you see Chicago go into its trapping defense, one of the things Detroit wants to do is get the two big men, Lambeer and Edwards, down the floor. Then, in the middle, Dennis Rodman will wind up playing the role of the point guard, having to make the decision as they attack.
Fast start by the Chicago Bulls. They jump in front, 15-6.
And Detroit needs to pay attention to the fact they're so concerned with getting second shots on the offensive boards that Chicago.
The Bulls came out firing though. I ain't gonna lie, they came out on point. They're hot.
Pippen rejected by Rodman. Isaiah putting the move on Paxson. Isaiah Thomas, obviously.
Give him a little bump back in and out. Showing
his quickness early despite the assorted injuries that he is playing with. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Cartwright wide open. And
the Bulls are hitting.
17-8 lead.
They hit him.
A little pick and roll action by the Bulls, coming right back at the Pistons with the thing that the Pistons do best, two-man basketball.
Chuck Daly wasting little time and inserting Mark McGuire, who led Detroit with 25 points. And that's a foul on Paxson. 25 points in 34 minutes, game 1 on Sunday, and then game 2, he had a 16-point outburst in 27 minutes. He's had the hot hand off the bench.
Well, the two guys off the bench, Vinny Johnson and McGuire, have been the keys for the Pistons hanging close the few times that they have been close in the first 2 games.
McGuire going to work on Grant and calls for the foul. Horace Grant picks up his first. Johnson has averaged 25 per game over the first 2, and Mark McGuire at 20 and a half. Crowd with sarcastic reaction when fouls have been called against Chicago. Dumars and Jordan able to sweep it. Over the first 2 games, the Bulls
might be everywhere on this court though. Oh, come here! That's a pretty bucket. That's just a pretty bucket. Hard in and out. Tough angle. That's a tough angle as well.
3 out of 4. And the Bulls open up a 19-8 lead. Back in game 1, the Bulls opened at 20-8 in Chicago.
And Jordan is staying basically perimeter so far this afternoon, not taking it to the rim, but pulling up for that medium-range jump shot.
McGuire with the
help, Mike.
And back
Yo, bro.
the Bulls, and the Pistons upset.
You really don't be taking no breaks.
Call on that move by Aguirre.
There you go.
Got a piece of it. Dumars, head by Jordan.
And he's the first one back on defense, bro.
Edwards.
Another board.
The Bulls are playing with such confidence. They get back in transition defense, stop the easy layup, and then they just want to double team the basketball, not really concerned with who's open right now for the Pistons as a result of the double team.
Jordan waving Grant away, and then Grant posts up on Aguirre. Grant, yes.
Tough.
So much for Horace
Nice, easy
Grant.
assist from Mike.
Not hitting the outside.
Just set his
shot.
teammate up easily. That's the one he hit earlier. You know, that should stop.
The advice of the eye doctor.
Yes, Dr. David Morth, the Bulls ophthalmologist, said that he was kind of concerned when the glasses were taken off. And the foul against Edwards.
Keep an eye. Edwards establishes such deep position. His teammate knows he's in trouble. Watching the left side of the screen as Pippen says, I need to help out here and go for the steal on the entry pass.
And James Edwards, after collecting his second foul, will sit down. John Sally, who has been in foul difficulty over the first two games, has come on for the first time. So it is Sally, Aguirre, and Rodman up front. As Chuck Daly goes to the early shuffling, his club is down 21-8, 3:40 remaining in this first quarter. A battle between Jordan and Dumars, and then Jordan collided with Aguirre. Shot clock is at 2. Pippen, yes.
Yo, they hit him.
And the Bulls have been unconscious in this first quarter.
Exactly. Chicago's playing almost a perfect first quarter here. I think
Nah,
Chuck
for
Daly
real.
just needs to tell the Pistons, look, hang in there. They're doing everything right, making every big shot. We'll work our way back into this game. It's a long game.
Aguirre. And he was looking for the foul. Now a loose ball foul against the Pistons.
Oh, Scotty's talking to him? I think Scotty was talking to him just now.
One thing you need to keep in mind, the Bulls are so quick, so impressive, have some great hands. You need to get the ball out of
Mike is really all over the court, doubling.
The more chance you're going to have.
That helps defense is really
up with a bad shot at the end.
Really the factor that's just changing everything. Mike is roaming. He's everywhere.
It's the Bulls 23 and the Pistons 8. 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. Jordan. Rare miss by the Bulls, but they're able to get a new 24.
Pac-Man.
And Vinnie Johnson, who just came on, able to get to it.
Chuck Daly going with the small unit, 3 guards, and along with Mark Aguirre, hoping to have more guys with the ability of scoring and put it on the floor.
Aguirre went short on the downtown attempt. Chuck telling us yesterday that he figures to go quite a bit with Vinnie Johnson as a small forward, staying with the 3-guard alignment. Technical foul has been called. Looked like Aguirre and Grant were getting involved.
Aguirre in his feelings right now.
And it is called on Aguirre.
Bro, tight.
Are heating up. The Pistons.
I feel it though. We like this energy.
They are
we definitely like this energy. Make the game 100 times more entertaining. There's some bad blood there.
And Grant came together. A little shove by Aguirre, and then again as Grant attempted to establish position, and that was clear cut. The tee on Aguirre. We'll be back in a moment. So the Bulls have hit 11 of 18 from the field. Detroit only 4 out of 15 in this first quarter. Detroit has missed its last 5 field goal attempts. And the Bulls now lead it 24-8. Mike, how do you explain what is going on here? Home court advantage for Detroit. Must-win situation. But it's been the same story. They have come out passive, and of course the Bulls have been on fire.
From the beginning of the game, the Bulls looked like the cool, calm, collected team. understanding what they had to do to get it done today.
Nah, for real, they know what they got to do.
On the other hand, Detroit,
they're using their game plan and it's working to a T. Good pass though.
What's going on here?
That's a good pass.
It just keeps getting worse.
It might come up with the loose ball.
2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Jackson changed his mind on the three. And a good start for Michael Jordan off the head fake. And Aguirre out of the pass.
Get back, Mike.
Kumar's with him, goes the distance.
Good tip.
He
stepped out.
When you get those fast break opportunities, 3-on-1s, 2-on-1s, you need to get the ball into the guy's hands who makes the right decision, and then you've got to score at the end. Goes the length of the court, Mark Aguirre, but does not convert at the end. They need points.
And Aguirre 0 for his first 4. Craig Hodges has checked in. Phil Jackson using Hodges at the end of quarters for his long-range proficiency. Vinnie Johnson with the driving hook. Pulls 24. And the Pistons 10. Incredibly, with a minute and 15 remaining first quarter, the Pistons finally hit double figures. Only 10 points.
Well, averaging only 90 points so far in the first 2 games.
Oh, what a play by Kumars, and he was fouled by Paxson. That's the type of play that could help the Pistons get back into it.
They believe that their defense has been their constant the entire season. They rely on it. They're going to stay with it. The defense will produce easy scores.
Paxson will sit down. He committed his second. B.J. Armstrong, the second-year player from Iowa, checking in for the first time. Pistons stay with the 3-guard setup. Johnson over Grant. Yes.
That was tough. That was a nice move. I like those. Got to go back. I want to see that again.
With the 3-guard setup.
You know what I'm saying? Come here.
So the microwave has come off the bench again and done it. He's hit 2 of 2.
Don't be alarmed by the 12 points on the board for Detroit because Chicago has only 24 and they come up with another steal.
Johnson for the play.
That's tough. They're going on a little mini run right here.
The Bulls by 10.
The Bulls don't got the same pieces for that defensive intensity on the court right now. So it's offensively as well. It's looking, yeah. The Pistons on their heels. The Pistons on their heels. The Pistons on their heels.
15 seconds in the quarter.
Oh.
Johnson.
That's tough. That's a big bucket, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's getting chippy. But another stop. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. The full game is way more entertaining than the highlights, bro. You can really get into the game. Nah, that's a fact. I see what y'all was saying now. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned. Y'all see part one. Part one, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the boys started cheering up. Part 2 coming right after this one. You know what I'm saying? In an hour for you. If you watched this as soon as it came out, it's coming in an hour. Stay tuned, my brothers and sisters. That's the end of this one. Y'all know what to do. If you enjoyed, click on the last reaction. Watch that until the next one is out in an hour. You know what I'm saying? It's probably going to be 40 more minutes, so it's probably going to that video. You know what I'm saying? Give it some time. I work. And I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here. Subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that.